This week in WoW, 12-month sub bundle, new Twitch drops, transmog savings, and of course the WoW anniversary event kicks off. So let's get into some of the quick news here. There is quite a bunch. Subscriber year to year. That's right. If you're a year to year subscriber, you get your little bundle of things. We talked about this not too long ago, of course. The star-touched fur-lined skywriting, mount here. A few other things. We didn't talk about this last time, but there's this like secretive snake-looking mount. I don't know what this is related to. Blizzard's keeping it a secret, but you will eventually receive this one as well as part of your 12-month sub bundle. Looks like it's going to be a pet for Classic, and then some type of mountish thing. Maybe a mount, maybe another pet for WoW Retail, but there is something here that is still hidden. Of course, the Lava Boy is pretty cool here for Classic as well. The Twitch drops begin tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, October 22nd. You can get your Twitch drop for just watching 4 hours of somebody's stream, including my shitty little stream over here, and get yourself that Beetle Boy. So why not? What is up, Aloha? How's it going? Also, there is a bunch of things currently 50% off on the Transmog stores, toys involved, all that stuff. Sorry, on the Blizzard shop. You can go ahead and get that stuff if you want to get into all of that. And then the WoW art contest is going on. We talked about this not too long ago. People have started submitting their stuff. All entries will be received up to 11:59 on January 26th. So until then, you could still enter into the contest and submit your best Lady Whitemane art. That's right. It's not Lady Whitemane themed, but that's my favorite kind of art, of course. There's also something going on with Twitch as well besides the Twitch drops, and that is this interesting Twitch Nitro Discord crossover event. I saw it not too long ago on my own Twitch while I was streaming, and I was like, what is this little bar at the top? So evidently, this already started on October 17th. And we'll continue on through, what is it, from now until October 31st. So you got about another week and a half of this, where if you sub or gift a sub, you will get a 3-month Discord Nitro trial, basically. So what is Discord Nitro? Well, you get a bunch of different emojis, personalized profiles, HD streaming, large file uploads, apps and things. Okay, a bunch of little things here. Conicia, thank you. So Conicia just gifted us. Thank you so much, Conicia. I'm not trying to fish for them, but I do appreciate that. Locking Dots with the gifted sub there, Death Knight of our Scourge now. Conicia now gets all of this stuff. So a 3-month trial of Discord Nitro. You can unlock the offer. If you do get it, you have to put it into your, link your Discord with it before November 20th. There are directions on how to do that once you do get it. But yeah, pretty cool little thing. I always like these little Twitch integrations. I always think it's nice when you get a little bit more from your sub than just being subbed to my shitty stream, as I said earlier. Moving on, War Within updates in 11.0.5 is going to bring some cool stuff, but these are some new things. We've gone through these patch notes before, but these were just added in over the weekend here. So a little bit of a Shaman nerf here, Enhancement Shaman, a reduction for their deeply rooted elements chance to trigger. It was 7%, then dropped to 6, now dropped to 3. So Blizzard evidently doesn't want this thing triggering as much as it has been. They keep nerfing it just a little bit here and there, but honestly, Enhancement Shaman's doing so good right now. Who gives a shit? This is the interesting thing. For dungeons and raids, Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands raid encounters have been had their mechanics adjusted, so they are now possible to be completed while solo or in a party. This is nice. Blizzard always eventually does this. They go back to an old expansion and rework some of the fights to give you the ability to basically go back and farm some of the shit on your own without having to form up a group. So yes, Shadowlands raids and Battle for Azeroth raids will now be able to be done solo, which is really cool. And I don't know how they reworked the Jaina fight, by the way, to be able to... That fight's horrible. You can't freeze the person. If you freeze the person, then they're going to lose. So there must be some kind of crazy reworks going on in there to be able to allow that to happen. But this is good for anybody who wants mounts, transmogs, or any of the things from those old expansions. Of course, going to Shadowlands will create a PTSD debuff on yourself, but there's still some pretty cool transmog that came out of that expansion if you want it. Jaina's been soloable since Dragonflight last season. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Well, now Shadowlands is getting that same treatment, creating soloable content for everybody. Pose with a famous weapon. Yes, this is a cool little Vista Point thing that's coming with the anniversary event that hasn't been talked about as much, but it's basically going to be a thing where these 3 portals will pop up, taking you to different Vista Points throughout Azeroth, right? And once you get there, there's a little chest with a bunch of goodies in there. You'll be able to pull them out, including things like Frostmourne, Ashbringer, Obviously, you got your Illidan weapons there. I mean, beautiful. The Blades of Azeroth. So, yeah, very cool stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, good Shaman. You got the Thrall hammer there, too. Nice stuff. A bunch of different things. Glasses, hats, and stuff. It takes you to different Vista points. These will continue to change. There isn't really anything besides an achievement to be gathered from this, but a cool little thing. Get yourself a good screenshot or background if you've wanted. But this is a little lesser-known feature coming with the anniversary event. Another thing, maybe more well-known, is the Fashion Frenzy event. That's right.
Come, servant.
Oh.
We have a realm to destroy.
Losing Japan. Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to our Scourge. Basically, this event, you know, is your typical Trial of Style-ish stuff, but there's going to be theming to it. Yeah, I know that's happened before in Trial of Style. What's really cool is that if you do finish, in fact, people are going to be voting on this thing. If you do finish in the top 4, your little statue up here will remain on the stage for 1 hour throughout the event. If you also win, another thing you'll get is there's 2 different achievements to be had. For one, the account-wide progress. So if you cast a vote, you get the Fashion Critic achievement, and then you get Big Fan if you cast 20 votes. Now, there is no achievement to be had for winning, but casting votes will give you achievements and will also give you progression for the cool 20 years quest, or sorry, a cool 20 years achievement, which will give you the mount Reigns of the Cold Flame Tempest, which is that very cool looking Phoenix mount. So of course you're going to want to participate in this thing just by voting. That's all you got to do. You don't actually got to participate in the transmogging of itself, but a cool little event. Now all of these things are coming, and we know that, but how long are we going to have to wait? Well, for one, the day of, that's right, we're going to get an 8-hour maintenance, boys. 8-hour maintenance. So for me, I'm not Pacific time, but if you are, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., which means for me, on the East Coast here, servers won't be going up until 6 p.m. And mind you, they are integrating transmog for quests that we've completed all the way back to frickin' vanilla. So this transmogging stuff, for me, I'm predicting right now, going to break shit. No doubt. Yeah, my money says it's going to last at least 12 hours. Yeah, I definitely think there's going to be an extended maintenance period. I think the hardest thing for them to put in the game right now is going to be that transmog change, allowing you to basically get all the transmogs for previously completed quests up until today. I still don't know how they're going to pull that shit off, but they claim they're going to. I think it's going to create a longer maintenance period. So for now, at a minimum, I think we're getting this 6-hour or 8-hour maintenance period. It's going to be longer. I'll just predict it right now. This shit is going to be way longer than that. So prepare yourselves to probably not play a lot on Tuesday. But once the servers go back up, the anniversary event will kick off, and we'll get to go and have all the funs and goodies that I've been talking about just now. One thing that was data mined from this patch as well, really cool looking Tabard. Probably one of the coolest looking Tabard Cape combinations I've seen in the game. Now, based on the text that was data mined, this is related to Season 3 of PvP. But damn, look at the detail in this thing. I mean, you got the crossover from the shoulder here that goes into the cape. Obviously, the Tabard itself looks really cool. I haven't seen one this detailed in the game. We recently got ones like in the trading post, the mesh mail ones and all that. They looked really cool and hyper detailed, but this one, extremely intricate art on it. Does remind me of Zalateth a bit. So I wonder if that's a hint of things to come as well. And then obviously with the cape coming down, it really does look like it's integrated into the Tabard. Really cool combination here. Again, probably related to PvP based on the text here, and probably not coming until Season 3, but really interesting looking combination here, and it could mean something else to come. And don't forget, Hallows End kicked off already. That's right, last but not least, of course, the Hallows End Event started on October 18th, goes through November 1st, so you got just about a week and a half left of this. You can go in, do the hard mode for the Headless Horseman, of course, by clicking the pumpkins, doing all the affixes, basically, that are for the Headless Horseman. Get yourself a broom. Now, of course, there's also a broom to be bought on the store. We talked a lot about that. There's obviously these dragon riding things that you can still get, actually, even though Dragonflight's done. These dragon riding changes for your mount still exist. Arfis is also something that you can still get. I actually got this on the first time I killed the Headless Horseman just after the event went live. I don't know how. It's actually pretty rare, but yeah, I did get lucky for once. Still don't have Invincible, so I'm not that lucky. But yeah, all these previously known events that came out, all these previously known items that came out during Dragonflight for the Hallows End event, they're still available. So you can go get those. Of course, a ton of stuff to do, a ton of trick-or-treating spots, get all the candy and everything else to participate in the event, get your achievements, your loot, and everything else. And that is all in terms of news.